A very, very unique sort of rivalry. Indianapolis and Baltimore. Indianapolis started out the season, and we're going to show you this incredibly. They were 0-5, and then they played the Oakland Raiders, and Indianapolis started off 0-5. They beat the Raiders by 6. What if they would have lost? Then they beat Houston by 8, Dallas by 9. The Houston Texans, they beat the Houston Oilers. The Houston Texans by 7. They beat Jacksonville by 10. Indianapolis then beat the Houston Texans again, 31-24. Then they beat the Steelers 17-10. Then Jacksonville, they beat Seattle by 4. Then they lost to 96 Baltimore. So they've won 10 out of their last 11 games, and the only game that they didn't win was the Baltimore Ravens. And today, we're going to have them against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are a very balanced team that started 6-0 and finished 5-5. They lost 3 in a row. They lost 2 in a row. They lost 5 out of 6, and then they won 4 in a row. So we're about ready to go. I mean, the New York Jets only won 1 game. As we take a look, what was their 1 game? They beat New Orleans, and then they got beat. And the New Orleans Saints, 5-10-1. All right, this is going to be the last game of the first round of the Hall League. Indianapolis and Baltimore. We're going to be ready to go in Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. And it's going to be Peyton Manning against Vinny Testaverde. Very interesting matchup. 1989 rules. It could be the better one. We're ready to go, and we're underway. High and deep. It'll be to the goal line. To the 5, 10, up 15, 20. And it's going to be up to the 23. So that's going to be Baldwin there. Vinny Testaverde. As we take a look, Bam Morris, Carwell Gardner, Alexander Kinchin, and Michael Jackson on the other side for the defense for Indianapolis. You see him here. It's going to be first down and 10. Back to throw is Testaverde. He's going to look, and he throws it away, trying to hit Michael Jackson. It'll be second down and 10. Second and 10. Back to throw. Vinny. Vinny will throw, and it's going to be Kitchen. And a first down, a gain of 13. So Baltimore's the only team in the last 11 games to beat them, and they're playing them today. It's going to be first down. They give it to Bam Morris. Bam Morris up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 8. They're looking very well here. It'll be second down and 2. Second and 2. They give to Bam again. Bam will get the first down and a gain of 4. A nice mix of running and passing. The first one was a little bit too long, but they've settled down after that. Bam again on the run. Here comes Bam Morris in a gain of 11. He's having a good opening drive. Byron Bam Morris. It'll be first down, 3 for 23 in rushing. They give to Bam again. Bam, and he's only going to get 2. It'll be second down and 8. Second and 8. Vinny, it's going to be a gain of 4, third down. Third and 4, Baltimore and Indianapolis. Back to throw, Testaverde, they throw Brian Kinchin. That's going to be a penalty. And down to the 28, there's going to be a flag.
Holding offense, number 63, 10-yard penalty.
They're going to throw Williams back. It's going to be 10 yards. Back to the 45-yard line. It's going to be a first down, third and 14. Vinny looking. They're going to throw down the field at too far. And now they're going to have to kick. So their first series right now, it'll be fourth down and 14. They go to midfield, and 8 plays, 32 yards, almost 5 minutes. And it'll be Indianapolis. Well, Indianapolis will take over. They have Peyton Manning. And Manning, 4,131 yards. Passing, Edgerrin James is back there. McDougal, Pathan, Pollard, and Harrison. The Baltimore defense, the beginnings of a great one. First down. There's Manning to throw. Manning looking. Manning still, he's going to throw it, and it's intercepted. Antonio Langham, the Alabama grad. Antonio Langham, you remember the interception in the ACC title game in '92. And now it's going to be a first down. So Baltimore, Antonio Langham went to Alabama. First down, one of the famous moments in that history. They go to Bam Morris. Bam on the run. And a gain of 5. It'll be second down. Second down and 5, looking good. Byron Bam Morris, they go. It's going to be down. A gain of 3, third down and 2. Third and 2. Back to throw. No, they're going to draw it to Bam. Bam, and a first down. First down and 10, under 9.5 here in the first. They give it to Bam Morris. He breaks a tackle. He goes up the middle and a gain of 3. The running game has been really good for Baltimore. Second down. They give to Ernest Biner. Biner, and he's going to get a first down. It'll be first and goal at the 1. First down and goal at the 1-yard line. Carwell Gardner, short. It'll be second down and goal. Second and goal. Biner scores. Ernest Biner, and a touchdown for Baltimore. What a drive. 7 plays, 21 yards. It's 15-1 right now, and that's going to be Stover hitting that extra point. 7-0, and wow. So they're going to down it and take it, and here comes Peyton Manning. His first postseason pass was intercepted. 7-0 here. Manning throwing. It's going to be tipped and caught by Edgerrin James. He'll get 4 yards. It's going to be second down. Pleasant with the stop. Second down. Back to throw. Manning looking. He's going to throw. It's going to be too far. Trying to go to Pollard. It's going to be third down now. 3rd and 6. Manning again to throw. Looking, they throw. He's got Marvin Harrison and a first down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line now. 2 of 4 for 20 yards. Manning over to Edgerrin James. James up to the 45. And a gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4. Second down and 4. Baltimore 7, Indianapolis nothing. Back they go to Edgerrin James. James again to the 50. 45. He fumbles the football, and it's going to be Baltimore's. What a beginning for the Baltimore Ravens. What a beginning. My goodness. And here come the Baltimore Ravens. Testaverde. Ernest Biner on the run. He gets nothing there. Second down. Averaging 3.8 a carry. That goes down under 4 after that. Second down, the blitz is on. They're looking. Vinny throws over the middle. Brian Kinchin down to the 40-yard line. And a first down. 4 minutes to go. Here in the first. Back to throw is Vinny. Vinny looking. Vinny, and they go to Kinchin again. Brian breaks a tackle down to the 15. Looking good after this game. It's going to be Michigan-Notre Dame, but it's going to be a first down here for Baltimore. They give it over, and that's going to be nothing there. Second down and 10. Indianapolis has 2 turnovers, a fumble and an interception. Testaverde too far. So third down, Matt Stover getting ready to come in. Testaverde back to throw. He throws to Kinchin. He scores. A touchdown for Baltimore, and they're looking good, the Ravens. up 13-0. So here come the Ravens up 13-0. The extra point is good. And it's Baltimore 14, Indianapolis nothing. My goodness. What a day. Into the 3-yard line. 20, 25, 30. And here it goes on the run to the 40. He breaks a couple tackles. And that's going to be Wilkins. And of course, a
10-yard penalty.
That'll be on Coda back to the 28. It'll be a first down now. They go to McDougal. He breaks a tackle. McDougal on the run. McDougal getting yards and pushing and pushing and pushing. And it looks like he's going to get a first down, and he does. First down and 10, a gain of 11 yards. Manning, no. Tried to go to Harrison. That didn't look good. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10, Baltimore 14, Indianapolis nothing. Manning going over to Pritchard. He drops it. Pollard. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw, 31 degrees. Pretty cold out, and it's going to be a loss of 6. And now they're going to have to kick. So, my goodness, they're just not getting things going up to the 32, and that's going to be it. The end of the first quarter, it's Baltimore leading by a big margin. Well, I will tell you right now, Baltimore leading 14-0. They have a very good running game, and their passing is good for Testaverde, 131.5. Peyton Manning just terrible so far. And that's going to be first down and 10. Back to throw. Testaverde's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. Testaverde, the blitz is on. Looking, he gets away, he throws to Kitchen. That's going to be a first down and more. Down to the 40-yard line. He has 5 catches already for 100 yards. First down and 10 for the Ravens. They give it. That's going to be Byron Bam Morris, breaks 1. And he gets 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down and 6. Baltimore 14, Indianapolis nothing. Morris. That'll be a gain of 2, 3rd down. 3rd and 4. They might go for it twice. Testaverde to throw. Looking, Testaverde, and that's going to be knocked away. It'll be 4th down. They're going to try Matt Stover. This will be 40. This will be 52 yards. 52, Stover, and he missed it. He missed it, and Indianapolis takes over. So here it is. It's going to be, oh, and guess what?
False start. Offense, number 88, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
This has been the worst start to Indianapolis, and we've known through all the other playoff games, if you start off bad, you rarely come back. So except for the Steeler game, they go to Edgerrin James. Edgerrin, 35, up to the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 9, 2nd down. Of course, that Steeler game, Terrence Wilkins will come in. In the Gold League, they led 29-13 in the 4th quarter and lost in regulation. Manning to Marvin Harrison, and a first down, a gain of 18. So here come the Indianapolis Colts across midfield. Back to throw. Peyton Manning, they throw, and that's going to be Pollard, no good. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw, looking, they got it. And that's going to be down to the 31. It'll be 3rd down. No, first down. First down and 10. 14-0. Baltimore leads Indianapolis. And they go down to the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Looking. We got Edgerrin James down to the 28. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. They need to get a touchdown. They're not getting it right now. 3rd down and 6. That's going to be too far, and now they got to kick a field goal. So this is going to be Mike Vanderjack trying to get a 46-yarder. It is up, and he missed it. So Baltimore, a 14-0 lead. They'll get it back. First down. They give to Bam Morris. Bam on the run to the 40, to the 50, and he's on one man to beat, and he's tackled at the 30-yard line. First down, my goodness, the running is incredible. First down and 10, back to throw. They give to Bam Morris again, and a gain of 3. They really need points this time if they're Baltimore. Morris 13 for 91. Second down, that's going to be a first down. That's going to be Derek Alexander holding on to the 10. And that is the first reception. Yeah, that is the first reception that isn't Brian Kinchin. First and goal. Vinny will run it himself to the 5, and he's going to get in. What a start by the Baltimore Ravens. 20-0. What a huge start. The extra point is good. What a huge start. Baltimore has a 21-0 lead. There it is, 20 up to the 23. Baltimore 21, Indianapolis nothing. It'll be first down and 10. McDougal, a gain of 6. They want to at least get a touchdown. One touchdown going into the half. It'll be second down and 4. Manning again to McDougal. McDougal's going to be a yard short, third down. Third and 1. Back they go to McDougal, and that's going to be a gain of 2 and a first down. First down and 10. Back to throw, they go to Marvin Harrison. A gain of 12 and a first down here. They're going down the field. The 46, back to throw. Looking, throwing. It's second down. Oh, Manning is 7 of 14, 70 yards, and he threw a pick. Back, and that's going to be McDougal, third down and 7. Third and 7. Back to throw, looking, and intercepted. Another one. This could be big for Baltimore. They could go down and end up making it 28-0. Let's see. No, tried to throw to Michael Jackson. It'll be second down. Second and 10. Back to throw, Vinny. Looking, throwing, Brian Kinchin again. And a gain of 8. Baltimore at timeout. They want to talk about, we'll play to run on a third down. Back, they're going to throw it. Vinny, and that, I don't know what they were thinking. It'll be fourth down, and now they get a kick. And they got a break. I don't know. 33 yards, it'll be first down. I thought, you know, if they could have gone up 24, remember that there is the throw, and that's going to be no good. Second down going to Wilkins. There is no two-point conversion here. Back to throw, Manning. He's going to throw to Marvin Harrison. And it'll be third down, a timeout. Third and 4. Manning. And the screen to Edgerrin James. Edgerrin on the run. And Edgerrin James will get a first down. It's going to be 2 minutes. Oh no, they call a timeout. 2:04 to go. Back to throw, looking. They're going to hand it to Edgerrin James, and it's going to be 2 minutes. 2 minutes, it's Baltimore 21, Indianapolis nothing. Well, Vinny, the bad play call on that third down, that was the only blemish. Second and 5. They go, and that's going to be Wilkins, and out of bounds, a first down. 55 seconds. 1:55 to go. Edgerrin James, there's going to be a flag, and let's see what it is, a gain of 5.
Holding. Offense. Number 86. 10-yard penalty.
Pathan again, first down and 20. Back it's going to be Edgerrin James. Edgerrin up to the 30. A gain of 6, but they got to go for it. Second down, they got to hurry it up. Manning screens to Edgerrin. Let's see what it is. Out of bounds. He only got 2. It'll be third down and 12. 1:09 to go. Back to throw. And no, it's going to be fourth down. And Indianapolis is just nothing going on for them. High and the kick to the 13. And here they go, 25-yard line. So a minute to go. What are they going to do? Baltimore has 2 timeouts. They go to Carwell Gardner and a gain of 3. They might just let this thing run out. Second down and 7. Benny will throw. Threw it too high. It's going to be third down. 3rd and 7. They don't want to give any points to anybody. Here's Bam Morris. Morris, that'll be a first down. Up to the 41, and they're just going to let it go. 27 seconds. Timeout, Baltimore. They have 1 remaining. So Vinny to throw. Vinny looking. Vinny will run it himself, and he's going to get a first down. Down to the 40-yard line, a gain of 18. So timeout, Baltimore. They got no timeouts remaining. Vinny Testaverde, 3 rushes, 32 yards, and a score. 19 seconds to go. Vinny, the screen to Bam Morris. Can Bam go? 35-30. And down he goes. They got to hurry it up. Are they going to spike the football? Let's see what they do. They're going to kick the field goal. Let's see if they can get it off. It'll be 47 yards. They don't do it. They can't get it off, and they run out of time. We go to the half. It's Baltimore up big. Well, they're almost doubling everything. Indianapolis has not even been, I don't think, across the 50-yard line. I think they were across the 50 once. So here they go, the kick. It's going to be on the 25. First down. Edgerrin James. And it's going to be no good. Second down and 10. Second and 10. 21-0, and that's going to be Manning. He just, I guess, I don't know what it is. He got sacked. It'll be third down and 12. Indianapolis looked like nobody could beat him earlier. Back to throw, Manning again. That's going to be Marvin Harrison and a first down. So they got to be able to do this. It's going to be first down now. Manning to throw. Manning looking, throwing, and too far. Well, remember, Indianapolis, my goodness. They looked, I mean, they won a lot of close games. They couldn't be beat, and all of a sudden, Baltimore beat them. They're going to throw down the middle. That's going to be a first down and more. Pathan might score, and he does. And it's a touchdown. My goodness. Taking a look at this, it'll be 65 yards. And he got it, and Langham missed the tackle. And Pathan ended up scoring. Jerome Pathan, 1 catch, 65 yards. And now the extra point is good, 21-7. That's incredible. And it'll be down for a touchback. So here come the Baltimore Ravens. It'll be first down. They give to Byron Bam Morris. Bam. And he gains 3, has 109 yards. Second down. They give to Bam again. Bam on the right-hand side, and a gain of 4. It'll be third down. 3rd and 3. 21-7. Baltimore leads Indianapolis. Carwell Gardner, and he gets a first down up to the 35. Wow. First down and 10. Back to throw. Oh, they're going to run it, and Morris again. 171 yards rushing. Incredible. Second down and 3. Vinny to Carwell Gardner. Carwell, and he, short. It'll be third down and inches. Eric Green coming in. The former Steeler on third down. 2 former Steelers. There's the throw, and it's going to be incomplete. He tried to throw to Eric Green, and it's going to be fourth down, and they got a kick. A terrible kick down to the 30-yard line. So, in all matchups, blowouts look like in the pros, they always have that time when it looks like the other team might be able to make a comeback. This is it for Indianapolis. As Manning right down the middle, that's dropped. So Pollard, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Manning to Edgerrin James. Edgerrin again with a screen, 35 to the 41. And a gain of 9, third down. Ken Dilger will come in. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw again. Another screen too far. There's a flag.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 18, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
So it's going to be fourth down. They thought about maybe going for it. But at 21-7, here's Baltimore. They're going to get it on their own 12. Well, Baltimore right now running the football, I think they're being way too conservative. Way too conservative. I think that the thing is, this could come back to bite them because Indianapolis is quick strike, and they win close games, and there's Byron Bam Morris, a gain of 9. Second down and 1. So it'll be second down and 1. Vinny back to throw, looking, and Vinny, it's going to be Kinchin, and he dropped it. Third down and 1, 7 minutes to go here in the third. Bam Morris, he stopped, and he loses 4, and now they got a kick. So at the 42-yard line, it'll be a first down. There's the quick throw, and that's going to be Pollard. And a first down for Indianapolis. 15-28, 184 score and 2 interceptions now. Back to throw, they throw again, and Pollard again. Pathan, it's going to be Pathan with the catch. 2 catches, 75 yards. And it'll be first down. 1st and 10. McDougal, and nothing's going to be there. It'll be second down and 10. 21-7, Baltimore leads Indianapolis. Back, they're going to throw it, no good to Marvin Harrison. It's going to be third down. 3rd and 10, 4:01 to go. Back to throw, Edgerrin James, no good there, and now are they going to try a field goal? No, they're not. Here's the punt, and at the 2. Out of bounds at the 2. It's that's Smith, 47-8. And I'm telling you right now, this is a big possession for Baltimore. First down, they give to Carwell Gardner. Gardner on a run, Gardner's gonna go. And he gets up to the 19, gets 17, and a first down. Oh, that was huge. A first down now. They give it to Morris. Morris will be up to about the 22, a gain of 3, second down and 7. 2nd and 7. Back they look, and Vinny gets sacked. Washington with the sack. Down in 14. So back to throw is Vinny. He's going to throw down the middle. Kinchin, not enough. 7 for 118, and now they're going to kick. Again, this game is really stalled. And breaks a tackle and up to the 37. It's Wilkins. So here we go. It'll be 1st down and 10. There's going to be McDougal, a gain of 2. Second down and 8. There's a penalty.
False start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So a false start offense, and that's going to be more. 2nd and 13. Back to throw, they go, and that's going to be nothing there. 3rd down and 13 at the end of 3. It's stalled. There was one long 65-yard pass, and that's really it. We go to the 4th, 21-7. So it's going to be 4th quarter here, 21-7. And Manning back to throw. They're going to look. He's going to throw, and they're going to be way short. It'll be 4th and 5. And now they're going to kick. So now they need to stop. And another great kick down to the 13. They need to stop the Ravens, get it back, and score again. They need to get it within 7. They give it to Morris, and bam, up the middle, and a gain of 6. Bam, Morris looking good. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4, back to throw. Looking, and that's going to be incomplete. Flag. 3rd and 4. Back, and they're going to give it to Bam Morris, and that's going to be short. It'll be 4th down and 2, and now they got a kick. Indeed. Down to the 31, 40, to the 43. Oh, I'm telling you what, right now it's going to be 1st down and 10. Baltimore 21, Indianapolis 7. Back to throw. Looking. And down he goes. Ray Lewis blindsided Manning. 2nd down and 17. You got to be kidding. Really, Indianapolis having so much trouble now. Manning to throw. They're going to throw, and they got it. It's going to be a yard short. 3rd and 1. Manning and draw to Edrin and Edrin James. And a 1st down to the 45. They scored on that 65-yard pass, but that doesn't mean that they drove down that way. Back to throw, looking, they throw it, and again, this is the deepest all day that they've snapped the ball to the 30-yard line. The deepest all day. You can see they have not had a red zone trip so far. 1st down, back to throw. Manning again, Manning looking, they're going to throw. He's got it to the 5, and he's in. And Pollard has scored. It's 21-13. So Vanderjack, good, 14. 21-14, 9:29 to go. Baltimore right now is just absolutely nervous. The tide has turned all in Indianapolis' favor. Baltimore is not be able to do anything. They're going to be pushed back. Back to the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st down, 9:20 to go. And they give to Carwell Gardner, and Carwell a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Oh my. Baltimore needs to have a score in this possession. That's going to be Testaverde. They give to Morris a first down and more. Morris will get another gain of 14. It's 150 yards. First down and 10. Back, and they give to Gardner. Carwell up to the 35, a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Halfway through the 4th. That's going to be incomplete. Testaverde can't get it. It'll be third down. This is probably the biggest play right now of the game. Third down and 4. Testaverde to throw. He fires no good. And they haven't been able to do anything now. And another kick for Montgomery. And here is, what is this, a fake? A fumble. What is happening? It is down, and it was a bad snap, and it is Indianapolis's. So they're 19 yards away from tying this game up. Manning to James, Hedren James, and a gain of 3. It'll be second and 7. Second down and 7, they're down by 7. Manning again. Back, he's looking, he throws to Harrison, who scores. Marvin Harrison, and now the extra point to tie it. It's good. 21-21, and they're in shock here. The last 3 scores have been by Indianapolis, and Baltimore has not been able to do anything. 9 of 22 for Testaverde. He's really gone downhill. And back to the 18-yard line. It'll be first down. First and 10. Testaverde, draw to Carwell Gardner. Carwell and a gain of 7. They're just trying to survive by first downs. Remember when it was 21-0, they really blew that opportunity to make it 28-0. Back to throw, and they go to Bam, and a first down, a gain of 4. Now you got to think about the end game. It'll be first down. Vinny looking. Vinny downfield. He's got Michael Jackson and a first down. This is going to be big. 4.5 to go. First down, Vinny. Gives it to Bam. Bam up the middle. Bam going, and it's going to be a gain of 8. Second down and 2. They're really coming down the field. Second and 2. Bam. Bam got it down to the 27 and a first down. Under 3 minutes. First down and 10. They're in field goal range. 44 from this point. They give to Bam again. Bam on a run down to the 15, down to the 12. And if I'm Indianapolis, you hold them out of the end zone and use timeouts. They should go to the warning, and they do. 2-minute warning. Indianapolis will be using their timeouts. It's a 21-21 game. Well, when you look at this, Testaverde, everybody's fell flat. Bam Morris, 180 yards. And I'm telling you right now that this is a big thing. Baltimore now up 21-0. Blew the lead. They have a chance to win the game, though. First down and 10. This is very big. First and 10. Back to throw. Looking, Vinny throws. No. I don't know why you would throw. Make them use their timeouts. Second down and 10. Back, and they're going to draw it to Bam Morris. He breaks a tackle, and Bam gets 4. Third down and timeout Indianapolis. Yeah, you don't want to make this run to 1 minute, 27 for 184. Third down and 6. Back to throw is Vinny. Vinny no good. Now they're going to try a field goal. Be 25 yards for the lead, and this is Matt Stover. 25 yards. Let's see, and it's good, right down the middle. 24-21. 1:37 to go. And the kickoff will be down. Now Indianapolis has 2 timeouts. And they do have 2 timeouts. This is going to be big. It'll be first down. Back, looking. And they go. That's going to be Edgerrin James, and out of bounds. Down to 1:30. So first down and 10. Can Peyton Manning do it? 24-21. 2 timeouts, Manning. He's going to throw. He's got Marvin Harrison. He's out of bounds, a gain of 13. They're nearing midfield with still 1:24 to go. First down and 10. Back. Manning looking. Manning still looking. He's going to throw too far. And I think, he was trying for Wilkins. Went over Harrison's head. Everybody thought it was for him. 2nd and 10. Back Manning. They're going to give it to Edgerrin James. Edgerrin on a run. And he's only going to get 3. That was not a good call. It'll be third down, Indianapolis with a timeout. And that's big. Indiana with the timeout. Third down and 7. Third and 7, 24-21. This is huge. Back to throw. Looking, they throw. They got Harrison in a first down, and he's out of bounds. It's going to be 1:02. So Mike Vanderjagt is getting ready. 1:02. How big this is. It'll be first down. Manning to throw. Looking, and Harrison again. It's going to be in. No, it's out of bounds. 55 seconds to go. Going down very methodically. This will be the 7th play of the drive. Under a minute, Indianapolis still with the timeout. Manning. They give it to Edgerrin James on a draw. They're trying to get some yards. They only get 2. That's not a good thing. And a timeout. They have none remaining. My goodness. My goodness. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. No timeouts to go. Manning looking. He's going to throw to Edgerrin James. He got it down to the 20, to the 15, 10. He could score, and he's down to the 3. And now they got to hurry it up and spike the football. They got to hurry it up, and they bring it up. No, they're going to let it run. It's going to be first down and goal. They got to be careful here. First down and goal. Manning, he spikes it. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He said spike it, and they want to bring in they're going to kick the field goal now. So Mike Vanderjagt, this is it to kick the field goal. This is huge. I think 20-yard field goal. If it's good, we might go to overtime. If it isn't, well, good night. So here we go. Vanderjagt to go to overtime. It's good, right down the middle, and it's 24-24. And they're going to kick deep, trying to go out of the end zone. Short, though. 15, 20, 25, up to the 30, to the 35, to the 36. There's got to be 14 seconds. So here it is. Let's see. Vinny back to throw, looking. Vinny throws and got it. Michael Jackson And they're going to call a timeout. 8 seconds to go. I think they're going to run a play. It might be a run with 8 seconds. Let's see. Vinny to throw. Vinny will throw. He's got Jackson again. Is there enough time? Is there enough time? There's a second to go. And now they're going to kick the field goal. Matt Stover from 38 yards. And Matt Stover, 0 for 1 today. No, he hit a field goal. Matt Stover, and this is it to win the game and send Baltimore to the next round of the playoffs versus the team that was formerly Baltimore. On the last play, Stover got it right through, and the Baltimore Ravens have won on a last 3-play, 43-yard drive. An incredible game where a touchdown in the fourth, it was 17-6, where Baltimore had 2 field goals in the fourth quarter, 1 to go ahead and 1 to win the game, which is going ahead again. Vanderjack, they just did not have the timeout. They just started off down 21-0, and Baltimore came back and won the game. The 3 first-half turnovers, that's the thing. They couldn't make it up. They started to hit their stride in the late first quarter, and then the game stalled in the third. It became this sort of ugly sort of punt, and you see it there from Baltimore, 6 plays in 3-3, 5-4, 3-3. Then Indianapolis scored their second time with 9:29 to go, and then it just absolutely, in the last 10 minutes of the game, there were 21 points. There was 2 touchdowns and 3 field goals. There were 5 scores. That's incredible. What an incredible game. Manning threw 43 passes, completed 26, and 351 yards, but he didn't play defense. Harrison and James are there. Kinchin are there, and, you know, look at Stover. You know, Matt Stover, 2 of 3. And my goodness, Vanderjack also missed 1. And that was big. I think Vanderjack, I'm not sure who missed the long one. I forget. Baltimore and Indianapolis both missed their field goals back to back, but 27-24. I really, you know, I don't know. You know, you look at something like this, and you just, how do I say? It's just, this was a heck of a playoff game. And there we go. That was a great playoff game. Now the brackets. The divisionals. You have Carolina, who had the bye. They're going to play the Redskins of 1971, first versus 7th seed. Don't put down the Redskins as 71. They just beat the 83 Giants. And Atlanta will take on Chicago, who's scoring at crazy rates. But Atlanta has a good defense, and they overpowered Arizona 20-10. For the AFC, Houston and San Diego on the top, the Oilers and the Chargers. And then Baltimore Ravens and New England, franchises that haven't won a Super Bowl. Carolina, Atlanta, San Diego, and Houston Oilers. But number 1 Oilers and number 1 0-2 Carolina. Remember, 0-2 Carolina was winning games. They won a lot of close games. They really did. And that's, you never know. And Chicago's going to be at home. Carolina's at home. The Oilers against San Diego. I mean, look what San Diego did to Miami. Houston's better defense than Miami, but that could be a matchup again with San Diego and Baltimore. New England just slammed Oakland in the ground. And New England and Baltimore, that should be a good one. That's the Haw League. When you take a look at the Gold League, 84 Miami, looking good, and that was a 27-10 win. San Diego and Oakland. Wow, that should be a good one. Again, New York won. So in the NFC, it's going to be the Giants at the 49ers, LA at Atlanta. We know New England's going to play Baltimore in a crazy football game. That'll be an insane football game. If San Diego wins, it's going to be at Miami. If Oakland wins, it's going to be at Oakland, Miami and Oakland. So Miami will play the winner of San Diego and Oakland. They will either host San Diego or play at Oakland. That's going to be it for today. Have a great day. We'll see you later.